How are you gonna be a man and then when it's convenient enough, you getting your head whooped or whatever, and you do some manly stuff that now you want a female officer to do what?
Then walk that way. No. Settle down. Do not grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Let me tell you something that you need to know about Medicare. Most Medicare agents are not working for you. They're working for their commission. That means they'll push whatever plan that pays them more, even if those plans don't fit your needs. And I don't respect that. What I do respect is Chapter. They make sure that you understand all of your options. They don't hide the downside. They don't rush you. They lay out the pros and the cons, then compare every plan to your specific healthcare needs. Because the goal isn't to sell you something. The goal is to get you the right coverage. One Chapter member, Donna, said her advisor walked her through every option, explained everything clearly, and ended up saving her thousands of dollars, and that's not unusual. Chapter often saves people over $1,000 a year on healthcare costs just by helping them enroll in the right plan for their needs. So if you're on Medicare or you're about to be, don't guess and don't let the government or some agent hustle you. Call Chapter at 646-741-4126 for complete Medicare guidance. That's 646-741-4126. This transgenderism in the courtroom, this is actually insane. The dude flashes out. I think it's a dude. Well, I think it's a girl that turned into a dude. I think that's what happened. So them got in trouble in the courtroom, and it's hilarious. Roll the clip.
Well, maybe because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over the state.
I don't know what you are.
You do, ma'am.
You were entirely inappropriate.
You were yelling at me, and I did not even know you were the judge.
This is as clear as the nose on my face that this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant or stealing.
Objection, you're saying that's not true. I mean, it's over. Get out of my face, sir. Get out of my face, sir. Get out of my face.
You should leave this county.
Get out of my face.
These people are my friends, and you're being ugly.
Because you're in direct contempt of court.
No, I'm not being. You did not even say that I was in contempt.
You are in direct contempt.
No, I'm not
Judge,
doing my
I
stuff.
apologize, but I felt very threatened by this person.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
Your hands behind your back.
Do not. Are you throwing me over this?
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. You know exactly what's happening. I'm being thrown down. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You just kicked me. You just kicked me. You just kicked me. I can't breathe. 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 Somebody call 911. Please. Please. I don't. Get a female officer now. Get a female officer now.
Wow.
Get a female officer now.
There aren't any.
Time out. So you stop it. You stop it. Did you just say get a female officer? I thought you was a man. How are you going to be a man and then when it's convenient enough, you getting your head whooped or whatever, and you do some manly stuff that now you want a female officer to do what? That's kind of weird. I ain't never in my life seen a man say, I want a female officer. Only females say they want female officers. Oh, no, you're female now. Everybody a transgender till it get real. You want to be a man and wear a beard and have a little beard grow out until you get in some real man situation. Now you want to be a woman again. You should be ashamed of your little nasty self. All right, finish the clip.
I can't get up. I can't see. He just threw my glasses. I can't see. Give me my glasses. I cannot see. I cannot see.
She waving at him.
I'm not trying to walk and I cannot see.
What a stew head. All right, I think we got another angle of this. Here we go, play it.
All right, we're gonna pick you up. Roll on your
No,
side.
no, I don't. Get a female officer now. Get a female officer now.
Get up.
Get a female officer now.
There aren't any.
I can't get up. I can't see. He just threw my glasses. I can't see. Give me my glasses. Put them on my face.
No.
Put them on my face. I cannot see.
Get up.
Homeboy turned to a girl real fast with a deep voice. That's stuff women will say. That dude reverted back to being a woman. Ain't that funny? I can't see. Get a female officer. You're hurting me. I don't know why these people put themselves out there like this. This is his rebuttal or her rebuttal. Roll the clip.
At this time, it is the right move for me to step away. As many of you all heard, there was an incident that took place in another county.
Are y'all as dumbfounded as I am that a woman can turn into this? I think the female to male deception is way harder than the male, or like the way more prevalent than the male turning to a woman. You see a man dressing like a woman with them big old feet, big old head, big hands. You can't deny that's a man. They just trying to dress like a woman. But these ones are tricky because there are little guys who are short and got light voices, whatever, and they look feminine. But you would never in your life think a woman can have a beard like this. That beard is thick as mine. You would never think that's a woman, man. You would never think that's a woman. That is crazy. Roll the clip.
A rural county, and there are more details of that incident, and I can't release that at this time. And being as that, I believe that I first have grounds for discrimination lawsuit there in that county, but for my physical safety at this time, it's best that I step away. And for my family's physical safety, it's best that I step away. And for all of you wondering if I'm moving, I'm not moving. I'm from South Texas. I can't live in one of those states like Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Minnesota. I wasn't built for that. So I'm not going to leave the great state of Oklahoma. I will work, and people are, well, what are you going to do now, Rob? I'll let you know. But like I've told everybody, I know that I am created in his image. I know that there is a bigger plan for me. I know that I will always land on my feet, and whatever I have to do is to make ends meet and to survive out there, I will. For all of you worried about my mental health, thank you so much. I appreciate those thoughts and prayers and good wishes and good vibes. I've got a team of wonderful doctors. You can't go through what I can, both medically and psychologically, without being medically cleared.
I'm still caught up on I'm made in his image. You talking about your daddy? You made your daddy image? Yeah, you did look like your daddy. And now you look more like your daddy. You talking about God? Don't play with God like that. Yeah, you are made in his image, but you change your image. You done made something else out of this. Quit playing with God. If you're going to say I'm made in his image, you need to live like he said you're supposed to live. I don't like when people do that, man. I get it. Everybody got their struggles. Man, I got struggles. I got to pray sometimes that I don't be saying nothing crazy to people. People make me sick. I borderline want to hate some people, but I say, all right, Lord, I know I'm mad. I know people make me mad, whatever, but I got to do what you called me to do. I got to do what the Bible say. You reap what you sow. No weapon formed against me will prosper. Prepare me a seat in front of my enemies. God will make things right if you're doing the right thing. But you can't expect people to treat you well and do the right thing if you steady planting negative seeds. The fact that you're a transgender, you need to acknowledge the fact that you weren't happy with the image that God created you in. You're denying that God. You think God made a mistake. Let's just keep it real. So you want to be your own God. That's what you're really trying to do. So God made a mistake. You're your own God, and you create an image of what you think God should have made you like. And then you go off and be disrespectful in the court. And you're acting out of character. And you get arrested, and you foul, and you're being mean-spirited. All of those things are against what God has called you to do. So quit trying to proclaim God if you're not going to actually try. It's really that simple, man. It's not that God expects you to be perfect. I think he's giving you the tools to be perfect, but he's not expecting you to be 100% perfect on these things. Everybody made mistakes. King David made a mistake. Noah was making mistakes. Moses made mistakes. I mean, Abraham them and Sarah doubted and really said, God, you quit playing with you. Quit playing with us. We too old to have kids. Everybody in the Bible had a struggle. Everybody in the Bible had something that they did not do right. I think maybe Jesus was the only one. But, you know, Jesus in you know, in his humanity is what people call it. He did have some things. He did, you know, Father, why have thou forsaken me? There were certain things that Jesus did say because he was operating in the flesh in certain areas. There was times where he got upset. He threw over tables in the temple. I think that he got upset. So he was, you know, he had his things too. He did not sin, but Jesus still had his things. And everybody has things that they got to work towards. And nobody's exempt. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm out here preaching I'm better than you, or any Christian is like pumping their chest like, I got it all figured out. I'm really the one that Jesus loves. It's like, nah, he loves everybody, but some of y'all cutting up and your heart ain't right. That's the difference. Is your heart right or is your heart not right? Is on the inside, you talking about you a Christian, and on the outside, you saying you're a Christian, on the inside, you don't have no plan to do right. On the outside, you saying you're a Christian because you want to date this girl that's a Christian, but you ain't had no plan on reading your Bible. You're not trying to pray. All you doing is lying about your character. It's time for you to stop being an imposter. If you really want to live for Christ, live for Christ. It's really that simple. At least give it a try. Take that first step. Quit playing house. Playing in the middle is how you get knocked out. All right. Love you guys.